Well, I was thinking, and I kind of realized I never actually made a video about this car at all. It's on my channel like years and years ago, and I used to drive it more. Finally got out this year, and I've been kind of driving it. But yeah, I actually own a 1968 Chevelle. This was on the one episode of Regular Car Reviews. Not really as an episode, but as a drive. It's a 68 Chevelle 300, which is the base model Chevelle. Most of the Chevelles you see will be Malibus. They'll say Malibu right there instead of Chevelle. And what makes this one kind of different is it has a door post, which is, this thing right here. Normally a Chevelle would just be glass. So when you'd roll the window down, got some tractor action here. So yeah, normally when you roll the window down, if you'd roll the front window and the back window down, yes, this actually rolls down. This would all be open. So you'd have a completely open side of the car. But this is closed like a Nova because it was a base model. This is actually considered to be a two-door sedan, where if it didn't have that post, it'd be a coupe. Pennsylvania still considers it a coupe either way, but that's a technical description of it. I had the body redone when I was in high school, so when I was like 18. It needed this complete quarter panel. And on Chevelles, when you change a quarter panel, a full quarter goes up to here. A half quarter will go along this body line. And if I remember right, I think I had a half quarter done. But this whole quarter was screwed. It was in an accident, and this was all, when we took it apart, this was all Bondo. There was no metal, from here down. Then the other side, I think, got, a little bit of a patch. But it's kind of falling apart again. It didn't actually last long after I had it done. The guy must have got it clean enough. See his bubbles down there. His bubbles there. And it has, from here down was changed too. From the Chevelle logo down was rusted out, and they changed that. Up here is the worst of it. This drip channel is getting all rusty. And there's some weird rust spots on the roof too. The paint can did some weird things. I don't know what this is, but it's under the clear coat. That came up after 2 years after I got it painted. I don't know, when I was younger I was into the stripes, and now I kind of hate them. But the bumpers are kind of junk on it too. Has 350 emblems, but a 350 wasn't even available this year. Wasn't available in Chevelle till 69. It has 4-wheel manual drum brakes, also with wheels that I thought were cool when I was 18. Let's see, 68 Chevelles, this thing actually opens up with a, these normally open, but this actually cranks open. It's kind of weird. Has Mickey Thompson ET Street drag radials on it, 275, 60, 15. Rear bumper's junk too. Being a 300, it has reverse lights in the taillights. Any other Chevelle, this would all be red. Normally, the bumper would not have reverse lights. This bumper is off a regular Chevelle. So this was a 300 bumper. Those holes right there would be sealed up. It'd be a solid bumper, and like I said, the reverse lights would be there. In a Chevelle where those are all solid red, then the reverse lights are there. So that's kind of the few differences. See, it's rusting up here too. Down there. It really shouldn't be rusting. It was basically the guy that did it didn't get it clean enough or something when he painted it, because it did look really nice at first. I'll show you under the hood here, see what's going on. See what's under the hood. Once again, dirty. Most of it's been sitting. This is all actually in pretty good condition. It needs to be hosed off or something. But it is a 350. It is actually a new 350. The car when I got it had a pickup truck 350 in it, generic 70 smog motor. And I was pulled it apart when I was around 19 or 20, I forget when. I was going to rebuild it, but it turns out the block was junked. One cylinder was actually cracked. At the time, I was quoted $600 in machine work to put a sleeve in it. And this block, new from GM, it's a GM Performance Racing block, was $500 something with shipping. So it was cheaper to buy a new block than it was to get the machine work done. And this block's weird. It has both dipstick holes and a few other universal things. It has Vortec heads, which are 1996 through 2002 350 heads. They're the best production small block cast head. They're better than Fuelie, no matter what anyone says. And let's see, has flat top pistons, forged pistons, has Summit Stage 2 rods, stock cast crank, Deck to zero deck height should be like 10.5 to 1 compression. Has a Comp Magnum 292 H cam, which is a 490 lift, 290 duration, and it was 244 at 50 with a 107 separation, if I remember right. My numbers will be slightly off. And then I have 1.6 roller ratio rockers in it, so it should be over 500 lift. Just generic shit Dynamax headers. Let's see, MSD box, kind of generic. They don't even make these anymore. Now they switched over to digital boxes. These standard MSD boxes are discontinued. Has an electric fuel pump in the back, which was a terrible mistake. Should have kept it on the block, being mechanical. Has some ugly billet brackets I thought were cool at the time. MSD Pro billet distributor. Has a Demon 750 CFM annular booster. It's a mighty Demon. This is one of the best purchases I ever made. I couldn't get any carburetor run on this. I had a 670 Street Avenger when I first bought it, and those suck. And then I borrowed a 750 Holly, couldn't get the run right. This thing, even though it was like $700, instantly improved the drivability of it, even being chokeless. He's got some big intakes there. These annular boosters basically improve the low end metering of the air. You can see they're huge compared to most carburetor boosters. These Demons have clear sight bowls, kind of neat. This was before Demon was bought by Holly. I haven't had any first-person experience with it, but I've heard that the quality really went down once Demon stopped being their own company and were purchased by Holly, which I can't believe. I'm not real impressed with most Holly products. But now I guess you're kind of screwed. You can buy Holly or Edelbrock, there's no one else left. See, nothing else really to see here. Manual steering, manual brakes, like I said, drum brakes. It has an SS radiator, so it's just bigger. And if you see down here, the opening isn't cut out big enough like the width of the radiator. If this was an V8 car, which I should mention, this was originally a 230 straight 6 car with a power glide. But yeah, if this was a V8 car, it'd be cut out. This bridge would be cut out open, but it doesn't overheat or anything. Trans cooler in front. Has a Flexolite, remember right, Black Magic fan. Has like a thermostat built into it. The thing pulls ridiculous air, never overheats. See, not much else to say here about this. The reason I haven't been driving it now is, well, one, it's losing brake fluid. I think one of the wheel cylinders are leaking. I just haven't got a chance to look at it yet. And two, a couple years ago, it rusted through down here at the steering box. You can't see anything because I patched it up pretty fancy. But it just kind of haunts me in my head. I'm not real happy with how I patched it. I don't know if you can see in here at all. Here we go. You can see around here it's all shiny. That's where I patched it. But I don't know. I want to do a better job of it. It looks nice, but I don't think it's structurally sound. I don't really want the steering box to be ripping off one day when I'm driving it. Trans is a TH350. It's a 3-speed auto. I don't know what it's out of. Doesn't really matter. But it's built up pretty good. Has upgraded clutches, upgraded everything. 3500 stall converter in it. It was a B&M. That was needed too for the giant cam. See underneath here, Aeromotive fuel pump. I had a Holly Blue, but it crapped out. It is the stock 8.2 inch 10 bolt. I had a 9 inch for it, but the guy kind of screwed me on building it, so in the meantime I put the 8.2 back in. But it has an Auburn cone type posi, has that fancy diff cover. Been doing good so far. Has a Flowmaster 2.5 inch dual exhaust all the way back with an H pipe with Dynamax Ultra Flow stainless mufflers. Those are like a straight through, not a Flowmaster. Trying to think of what else here. Oh, it has, you can see these fancy control arms here. It has, I think they're BMI? It's been a while since I've even looked at them. Stickers on here. Oh, UMI. Tubular upper and lower control arms. And if you look underneath, back down here again, you'll see they hang on like a bracket. That actually changes the instant center of the rear. Drops the control arms down so you get more traction. And I noticed after I did it, if you look at the wheel and the wheel well, it actually like sits back a little bit off center. But I don't know, it's fine. Let's see here. This door panel's in the trunk, but it's pretty well wrecked. The window keeps falling off, or was falling off. So this is where you crank that open, regular window crank. It has seats out of a Camaro of some kind. They should have a bench in it. Should match the rear bench there. I actually have a bench for it. I got one last year. Someone had one for sale in one of the Chevelle groups, so I bought it sight unseen and had it shipped across country because this pattern that's in the seat only came in these 300s. Door panels are unique to 300s too, so I can't get them. I believe actually that these doors are slightly shorter, I've been told, than a regular Malibu or a regular coupe door. So a regular Malibu panel would actually overshoot the end, so that wouldn't even fit. Has a B&M shifter in it, another ugly thing I put in it. Someone already cut the dash for a radio, so I didn't do that. But yeah, no AC, got gauges, got tack. Got a electric fuel pump on a switch. Another, like I said, dumb idea. It has carpet. This car shouldn't have carpet. It should have a rubber floor mat. Another reason it was like a bare bones stripper car. These are the vents. For those that have not dealt with old GM things. And that's pretty straightforward. I mean, basic interior, no AC, just heat was probably the only option the car had. Try and start it up for you. You gotta turn this on, makes a racket. That's the fuel pump. Give a little bit of gas here. Yeah, it doesn't sound like it, but that's 1,000 RPM. When it warms up, it idles like 1,200, but doesn't sound much better. Has tons of header leaks. Gotta fix them yet. It's on my never-ending list of crap to do. Well, there you go. Probably made a video on it now. Forgot to mention, I've had it dynoed. I think on the Slot Mechanics dyno and Matt's dyno, it made like 298 or 291 or something. Over 300 foot-pounds to the wheels. Had it dynoed at PSI another dyno day and it made like 303. So I mean, it's 300 horsepower to the wheels for the most part. It was probably like 340, 350 crank horsepower. So I'm probably losing quite a bit through an unlocked trans and a sloppy torque converter. But this year I'd like to get it, maybe in fall, I want to take it back to the track. I've never had any luck drag racing it. It always has traction problems, and I didn't do anything for a few years. So I'm going to get the carbs sorted out. I had a sticker on here. Yeah, it's gone now, just another Island Dragway sticker. This car is actually trapped like 107 miles an hour in a quarter mile. So it should hit 12s. I've only hit 13.3 so far. Every other time it was like in the 15s with like a 3-second 60 foot or something terrible, just blowing the tires off completely. So if I air these down, I get the carburetor sorted out some more, I should be good. I'm gonna buy a wideband before the end of summer and get the brakes taken care of and try and tune the carb up and take it once it gets a little cooler out. See if I can hit 12 just to say I did. But like I said, that's it. Now you've seen the car.